Oh, welcome back. You still want me to
I
enter?
think we tried this before and it just got ended up getting cut.
All right, this is the new episode of
Shows how much we've changed in the
a
last.
verbal laxative. In the last what? It's not my
Well,
fault
since we
you've been gone for
started,
so
I don't
long.
remember when we even started this.
Today we got a very special episode, and by special, I mean guess who's back?
Shady.
Slim Shady.
Yes, I'm back to answer all those tweets and all the fan mail we've been getting. I am back. I'm alive.
Just kidding. I want to reiterate that it is not Slim Shady who's back.
Oh man, let's make that clear. I don't think I sound like him at all either.
All right, so yeah, so Jason is back finally
I am.
after a long hiatus.
Yes.
Uh,
So
he didn't make it big as an AV porn star in Japan, so he had to come back. Not for try.
I think there's only like a few dudes that do the AV
Yeah,
stuff
and
in
then you tried to
Japan.
break in too.
Oh man, I could not do what they do.
Yeah, it was a little bit too
It'd be
much.
fun for like the first bit, but after like two things, I'd be like, I need time off.
What do you think? Like, do you think they start off? If you're like the newbie male lead in the Japanese porn, do you think you start off with like a really hot, well-known actress, or are you starting off with like men or
They do a lot of gay stuff there. I
animals?
don't know if they do that.
Oh.
Oh god.
No. I don't. Maybe not gay stuff, but I think they do a lot of scat. Maybe you gotta start
Oh,
off with
Jesus
scat.
Christ.
That's how. That's your internship.
I don't. I'd rather not. I don't think I can make it as a porn star anywhere
Well,
in the world.
obviously you didn't because you came back after your intern scat period.
No, I don't even like scat. It's, it's literal shit.
No, most people don't do it for the love of scat. They just do it to get in.
Do you think any of them actually like what they do?
There's one guy that actually likes it. I think I talked about this a long time before.
Did you actually
He
say
opened
that?
a shit restaurant. I told you to go to
Oh
it.
yeah, right. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that
not.
guy loves it. He's willing to spend like his paycheck that he gets for the video on medical bills after he shoots a scat
Can we
video.
talk about how that restaurant, like, how is it even a viable option?
Well, people like you
Isn't
go to
there
it.
health issues? And...
Well, it's not actual shit, right? It's food, but it
Oh yeah,
smells and
okay.
tastes like
Right,
shit.
right,
It's like
right.
fermented
Yes,
fish.
that's sparking memories of
Yeah,
like
he
a
doesn't.
toilet.
He doesn't actually
Toilet.
serve shit.
Yeah, okay. No. I think there'd still be issues though.
Yeah,
I mean, the people that do the health inspections must be like very careful with that place.
like it would be probably the worst shift. Like if you're the food inspector and then it's your turn to do the inspection for that restaurant. That I don't think people want to do. I think this is like you have to draw straws to go over there.
How'd you feel if that place got like a Michelin star or something?
I think more people will try it out. I think people will be lining up for it now.
What
And
if they line up now?
oh,
It's like lining up to go to the bathroom.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Michelin star. They give Michelin. It seems like they give Michelin stars for everything now.
I don't know how many Michelin star places I've been. I think only the Gordon Ramsay places in Vegas is probably.
Is that a Michelin star place?
Actually, I'm not too sure.
I don't think it has stars. I think it's
Which
just Gordon
one?
Ramsay.
There's multiple ones though, right? I don't know. I'm not gonna really look it up.
No, it's fine.
I've been looking at Reddit on my phone for any topics, just last minute. But I'm finding out that my Reddit is turning into a lot of just NSFW stuff.
That's
It's
because you
not
keep
a
on
good
looking.
balance.
You keep on
Well,
looking.
yeah, no, I've subscribed to it, so it shows up. But it's getting out of hand, I think. Anyways, I guess I'll give a quick explanation for my hiatus. So it was a trip to Japan for the most part. So end of October till November, and then I think there was a recording I missed in November because I was sick at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, it's been just family issues and stuff. So I won't go into that, but. Yeah. Anyways, that explains all the.
You've
timeline.
given way too much information. I came up with some good cover stories for why you were away already. You should
I
just
did
stick
not
to them.
listen to any of the
That's
episodes,
fine,
so I
yeah.
don't know what the hell you said about me.
That's right.
I'm guessing pretty much none of it is true.
It was all true.
I don't know about that. You're gonna have to. I'm not gonna listen to the episodes now, so maybe down the line, and then like years later, if we still do this, I'll be like, so I just listened to those episodes, and it was true.
Yes,
Hypothetical.
it is not hypothetical. I even forget what I said that you were gone doing. I don't know. Either way, though, we're glad you're back. But today, Hassan is not joining us.
Yeah, sadly. I
Uh,
wanted it to be the three of us for this, my first episode back, but
the reunion.
yeah.
No, unfortunately, he had to go join the army.
Okay, that's convincing.
Not just any army, the Somalian army.
Aiming high.
Yeah, yeah. Like the well, it's an entry level position, right? It's less. You don't need that much work experience to.
Well, you just join at the top, anyways.
Well, how else are you gonna get experience to?
Would it surprise you if he actually had military background that he never told us about?
Yeah, he's like special forces from. He's like,
That's
what was the Pakistani special forces called? ISI or something like that. Complete like, he's just a spy over here in Canada.
and that's why he was actually used to wearing like bulletproof vests and stuff.
Yeah, not
And
just
that's why.
just vests every day to work. Hey, Hassan, why do you always come strapped? Oh, religion.
Do you think he actually listens to these episodes either?
No.
How many do you think he's actually listened to?
0.
Okay. I think that might be fair, other than the ones that for editing maybe.
You know how to tell a good artist, a person who's proud of their work, if they can't stand to listen or enjoy their own work.
Well,
Well,
do you
that's actually true of some actors. I think that they can't watch themselves.
yeah, but how many do you think actually like? I was thinking of music artists. How many do you think they actually listen to their own work? Like that's on their Spotify list.
I bet a lot of them actually listen to themselves. I don't know if it's narcissistic or not.
Kanye would.
Of course he would. Of course.
That's the only one I think of.
He
for
only
sure
listens
that
to
would.
himself. Before he even got famous, he probably just recorded his own songs and listened to himself.
Yeah, that's how he got big.
But so maybe in a way Hassan won't listen to it because it's like Robert Redford, right? I heard he doesn't watch his own scenes when he shoots a movie. Maybe Hassan's just like that, the quiet professional that refuses to listen to his own work.
I think he's just said that he doesn't like the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, he doesn't like
which is
sound
common for everyone. Like anyone that's ever listened to themselves in a recording, I think has said the exact same thing.
His own voice and our voice. He said my voice in particular just makes him want to just.
I would think mine is the most annoying, really.
We
I
should.
don't know.
Oh man, if we had more listeners, you could
Let's
just
make
put up a poll. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a Twitter poll. Vote in.
Twitter
who-
hasn't been
who-
updated
yes,
since like
the-
July of last year.
Well, Hassan's supposed to be the one running.
God damn it, Hassan! What are you doing? Actually, you know what? It'll be fine. It'll be a test if you listen to it or not. Hassan, you bastard! Upload.
You know what?
Update
Okay.
Twitter.
Then all you guys listening and girls, just send us a tweet on Twitter, where else, saying who has the most annoying voice.
Okay, sounds
that?
good. And we'll see who does it. It'll be like that episode of Friends where Ross advertises his own death. See who would
Oh,
come
yeah,
to his
yeah.
funeral. Yeah. But it will be even worse than him. Like, at least he had like one
It was
gay guy
one
looking for
chick.
Chandler, and then the one chick,
Yeah.
right? We're not gonna even get that. We're not even gonna get one gay guy.
How would you feel? Actually, I wouldn't. That'd be nice if we actually had a fan that devoted to us.
Oh yeah, I'd be really happy. He would be like fan 0 too. Like that's where you would shower your all your attention, your first fan.
That's what's kind of weird though. That last time we were looking at our statistics to see
Yeah.
how many people have been listening, and it was actually like a non-zero number.
Yeah.
And you were saying how you thought it was my friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think there's many of them or that many.
Yeah.
So I was saying how I thought it was your friends.
Some group of people, a small number, actually listens to this.
I think I only have one friend that might still listen to this.
Jesus Christ.
Shout out to that one friend.
Imagine like you had a lot of friends. You had an army of friends before this, and you told them all to listen to your podcast, and now you're dwindled down to nothing.
Man, I have not that many friends.
Fucking, I don't even think Brian listens to this shit.
Only when he's on. He's one of the guys that likes to listen to it.
He just loves to be on. He doesn't like to listen. But then I think that's
Okay.
like the main.
I could see
people,
that.
too. Oh my god.
So the way we get more listeners is to get more people to be on the show.
Yeah, just more. We have more recorders than we do have listeners.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
That's a good. That's a good ratio you want. The next bit, we should do a little thing to tribute one of our friends that listened to the show recently, and this question was posed to her, and it was posed to you
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
Okay.
What would you do if you had 10,000 men?
Okay. So since we did talk about this, and I was the first one to answer it,
Yeah.
I'll just reiterate my answer. Essentially, it was I would sell pretty much a large majority of them.
Slavery.
Yes, essentially, and then I'd keep. How much did I say? Did I say 100 or 1,000? No, it wasn't 1,000.
You would
I think
keep
it was around
a
100
very
or
small majority.
Yeah,
minority.
Yeah, I'd keep a minority.
Maybe
of them.
minority would be the wrong word to use in this context.
I would keep only the minorities.
Yes. Okay.
No, I would keep a small number of them just to work for me, basically. So I get all the income, or not, well, most of the income, and then I wouldn't have to work anymore.
Right. And then our friend, who shall not be named, just automatically just blurted out, "Yeah, I let them run a train on me." And then we thought about it, and how much do you think a human could take before they would just be exhausted to the point of like death or something?
I don't think you could make triple digits.
She,
A normal person.
but she's not a normal person.
She's not. But to hit the thousands would be quite a feat for anyone.
Well, let's just think about the psychology in here. I just posed the question of just like, what would you do with 10,000 men? I assumed, like, all fucking rule like a king. Now you have your own personal army. But no, her mind automatically went to, fuck yeah. Let's do it. Never-ending train. 10,000 men, do the math. How much would you have to cycle just to complete one rotation for all 10,000? And that's what came to her mind.
Now imagine this conversation, and I was also in like an office setting.
In a meeting, in a high-profile meeting, with conference calls from all over the world.
And I think this conversation went on for like maybe even half an hour.
Yeah, this
It was quite a while.
It was very productive.
Because at first she didn't even know what running a train was.
Oh yeah, that was she wanted this to happen to her, but she didn't even know
The terminology.
the terminology. She was just thinking, I want an orgy. How to organize such an orgy.
That's how original the thoughts are, you know? She doesn't even know there's a term for it, and she's just thinking it out of her head.
I think it's a good mentality. It's like the winning the lottery mentality, you know. If that was the way to go, orgy is not the worst way to go.
There are worse things you could do.
Well, I'm thinking
guess.
orgy. Yeah, 10,000 men would be a terrible way to go if I were making the
no.
decision.
Without a doubt. I mean, there are worse things.
Way worse things. So I'm saying, like in your old age, if we still know each other, and you're gonna die from some terminal illness.
Oh, I'm gonna die way quicker.
Yeah, I mean, like, save up some money. You should save up some money, and then let me handle the expenses of getting you euthanized by hooker. Or hookers.
Is this like an agreement we're coming to?
I don't know if
Do
the
we
area
need
we
to
live
write
in.
up some documents?
I think we would have to make it binding. I'm not sure if the verbal agreement is good enough for this, but wouldn't you think that's thoughtful? I would do that for you.
If I got a terminal illness or I knew that I was dying sometime soon, then sure.
Okay, what if you were like completely healthy and this would just kill you? Like, or death by
It's a
hooker
better
orgy.
way to go then.
Like your next birthday, that's what you get for a present.
Okay.
And if the
Better
orgy
be.
doesn't kill you, the STDs definitely will.
Well, then that would be a crappy death. Isn't that like a slow and painful death?
Well, no, once you get the STDs, then you're terminal, so then I would give you another death by hooker round.
Is that illegal? Well, I mean, like, knowing...
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
person
Death
has
by
STDs and then-
escort.
Well, no, I don't mean the hooker part. I mean, like, knowingly having sex with someone if you have an STD.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah. I feel bad for the lady. So
Oh, no, wait. Would it still be illegal if
They agree
if
with
they already have the same STDs?
I don't know about that. I think as long as there's a level of consent, and
You know
that you're
what?
not withholding information like that.
Next time you have to go to the court to fight a traffic ticket, you should just raise this question to them.
I think we should get a lawyer on this show that knows these things, and we could just throw these questions at him. Because I also want to know the limits of prostitution, because I was reading up something where it's like they there's loopholes in a way that's like, oh, it's not selling them for sex or anything, or like they're not selling sex. It's more so I'm just setting them up for a date, and whatever they do on this date is up to them.
A lot of it has to do with like the wording of how you interact, eh?
Yeah, so I'm like, would that work in most major cities in like North America?
What? Yeah. Would you? What? Yeah. What if you're like, hey, I would. How much does a long conversation go for?
Yeah. So what's to stop a major dating site or online dating thing like Tinder? I mean, that's essentially what it's what people say, at least it's what it's used for. It's just for hooking up with people.
Yeah.
So it's like, where do you draw the line? It's just because there's an app that it's legal?
Or you can do it in an even more convoluted way, where it's like you exchange, I don't know, like fucking gold eggs or something. It's like, here's a gift for you, like something,
Yeah.
some monetary value which they can go redeem
That's what
later.
I thought. Like, if you're on the street, if it's a undercover cop,
Yeah.
and they ask you like, oh, you want to have a good time or whatever.
Yeah, here's a
You'll
gift.
just be like, I'm just gonna put this here, and if you take it, that's up to you.
Yeah,
But
it's like
I'm not
the-
saying what it's for.
It's like the McDonald's Monopoly stickers that you get from like the fries and the Big Macs,
I'm not seeing the link here, but go on.
or like Canadian Tire money.
Oh, so where it's technically a currency, but not.
Yeah,
a
like well,
tender.
yeah, okay, yeah. What do you think? Can you pay for those services in Bitcoin?
I would think so if the person has it set up for
I imagine-
cryptocurrencies and stuff.
You think if you go to a small town, you think you can pay in Bitcoin, or is that only reserved for like Silicon Valley sluts?
Hey, if the slut's smart enough,
If they're really
Because it's-
integrated with their.
you could use it anywhere, right? So I don't think they're limited, as long as they're smart enough and know how to use it.
But you pair like one Bitcoin. What's that going
Holy
for right
shit,
now?
that's a lot. One Bitcoin's still a ton of money. Still like in the thousands, right? Tens of thousands? I don't really know.
Maybe someone should make this just the crypto hooker currency. Hooker coin, hooker bucks. What do you think?
Bucks.
Yeah.
All right, right.
No, I'm not advocating this or anything, or anything that can get me in trouble.
Watch someone actually listens to this podcast and actually makes this into a thing, and they become just rich.
Hooker bucks, eh?
So one Bitcoin is currently equal to 3.4, so like 3.5 US dollars.
What? One is equal to 3.5?
Yeah.
One Bitcoin.
$3,449 to be exact.
Oh, oh, okay, 3,000.
Did I say not?
You said
$3,000?
$3.5.
Oh, sorry. I should have said 3.5 thousand. Okay.
Yeah, definitely you can
No,
pay
no,
in one
yeah.
Bitcoin.
No, yeah, $3.5 would be great.
Oh, you know
Sorry,
what?
I misspoke.
This would teach all the hookers that they'd have to follow the market and day-to-day trading because they'd have to see the value of the Bitcoin every day. So
How do you cash out Bitcoin, anyways?
I don't know, sell it at the BitBank.
Yeah. Right.
Such a thing exists, doesn't it?
What bank do you go to?
I don't know,
It's just
Chase
this guy
Chase
on the
Bank.
street.
J.P. Morgan redeems it.
The guy's name is Chase.
Yeah, I'm Chase. What do you need? His ATM is a cardboard cutout. Yeah, give me the Bitcoin. You give him. You
Give
wouldn't
me your
even know.
card, And what's your PIN? No, you don't have to press it in. This is all new technology. It's all verbal.
You could counter him. You could just print out like a drawing of Bitcoin and give it to him. Here you go, 1 Bitcoin for you, sir. You'd probably take it.
If he's smart enough to be a bank, he's probably smart enough to know what a Bitcoin is.
He isn't smart enough to be a bank. I just told you his ATM would just be a cardboard cutout.
Well, he's poor, but he's not. Wait, he's poor, but he could still be smart. There. That's
Okay.
What I meant to say.
Okay, sure. But this way, okay. But seriously, if you had to pay whores with Bitcoin, then they'd have to keep up with the markets every day, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you could raise the education level of all the whores in one swoop.
So you still have to work in decimals or fractions, right? Because what person would pay 1 full Bitcoin for any of their services.
Well, exactly. That would teach them to. They'll have to do math in their
They'll
head,
have to
right?
do fractions and
Decimal.
everything. They update their price board.
Yeah. Yeah, decimal equations in their head. That would be some powerful prostitutes.
This is why kids should stay in school.
Yeah.
So they could become successful whores.
Right, exactly. Or just skip the whore trade altogether. But then, who else would take up the mantle of one of the oldest professions in
Yeah.
the history of mankind?
It's still prevailing. I mean, back then you had hunters and gatherers. How many of those do you see now?
Yeah, exactly. The hunters and gatherers just lost to the whores and the prostitutes.
How many? So robots basically took over a lot of those jobs.
Hunting
So
and gathering.
yeah, like farming and everything, and like ranching. It's a lot of machine work now. How much do you think whores have been replaced?
Well,
Because there are,
The whores
stuff
will be
out-
replaced by robots too. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, we've had multiple talks about.
But it's
sex
not like-
robots, but
It's not like it's different, Like in farms, you get machinery to increase your yield. What are you gonna do for hookers? Get machinery to increase her yield?
well, you could use it multiple times and for as long as you want if you buy it, right?
Fleshlights.
Yes.
They still haven't replaced whores.
Well, that's because they're not good.
The combine harvester has replaced the day-to-day farm
Right.
guy, the peasant tilling in the fields. But there's no equivalent to the combine harvester in the.
That's because you need like something that actually can do more than a normal person.
So like a hooker, so like a prostitute that she wears I guess she brings a machine with her with multiple holes, so then she can take care of business with volume.
Well, you only got one thing to stick in, anyways, right? So.
I imagine it'd be like one of those things where you stick into like increase the slots you have for game controllers, like like.
Yeah, but you only use one.
Yeah, like no,
controller.
like you use the Nintendo Switch. There's only like a couple USB ports, but you can get that thing, the adapter
Like
for
a
the game.
multi-tap.
Yeah, the for the GameCube controllers, right?
Yeah.
And then you can fit four of them. That could be like what the hooker has too, right? She'll it'll be like this one tube that turns into four tubes to simulate
Right,
a vagina.
I get that, but I'm not gonna be doing this with other dudes, so I only have one thing.
Well,
to stick in.
you live a very luxurious and privileged life. I'm talking about the down working class Joe that will just line up and it'll be like go away at the just
They'd have
fucking
to
go to
stand
town.
so close to each other too.
Yeah, well, like,
unless the thing's giant.
and if you're an entrepreneur, you can find a way to make it spaced farther, and then you don't maybe have some stalls, privacy stalls in between.
So it would be spaced
All the
out
holes?
like urinals or something.
Yeah, at that point you
Yeah,
won't
I
even
get
need the
it,
hooker
yeah.
at that point. You just fuck. You just fuck the what was it, inlets? What would you even call them?
I don't know. Holes.
The holes. That's how you mechanize prostitution.
I don't like the sound of this. I want something that I can use on my own in my own like home. I don't want to go out somewhere and just.
Well, you could buy it to take home too, right?
Yeah,
Like-
but what am I gonna do with multiple holes?
Okay,
Is there a
fine. You just
cheaper
buy the
version
one
with,
hole
like,
for
the
you,
one-
just
yeah.
the fleshlight for you,
No, I don't want. I still want a robot,
like the robot.
like a humanoid.
Like, okay, what about like C-3PO but with a fleshlight attachment?
Hopefully, he's not as annoying or a dude.
No. Wait, have you seen Solo?
No.
Okay, well, there's a girl robot in there, so maybe something
Ah.
like that.
Why do they give robots genders?
I don't know, but I don't know, honestly. I think it's just if it was realistic, I think it'll just be the programming of the voice. There's no need to
That's
be
true.
a
That's true.
female robot.
I guess you can't really make a truly gender-neutral voice.
But you know what? The robot in Solo, she was a very robots' rights activist. She wanted to free and emancipate all the robot kind, like robot SJW. So
Jesus.
yeah.
Why would you program the robot to have these thoughts? It's gotta be like Rick and Morty, where you just make the robot pass butter.
Yeah, he's aware of his own existence.
Yeah.
Oh
he
my
just
gosh.
accepts it.
Well, she was a navigator too, so I don't know why she had that function. But
I don't know. Why
But-
don't you just use it built into the ship or something?
well, like you could have put a flashlight on that. Maybe close your eyes. It could be
but I feel
okay
if I
for
feel
you?
other parts, it'd be like metal. Right?
Well,
Can
I
they
I
not?
imagine the more money you spend, you can get the stuff that feels more like warm human touch feeling instead of cold hard metal.
I'm not really into this as much until they get it closer to a human.
So you don't want the prototype
I
thing
don't
sent to
really
you
want the
first.
prototype. No. Well, if it's sent to me for free, I'd give it a shot. I mean,
Yeah, like they send YouTube stars samples, right, to try
of
it out.
what? YouTube
Makeup.
stars?
Yeah, yeah, like the ones that do makeups and stuff. Like, what are they called? Like
Oh,
key. They're like key influencers, right? People watch
yeah.
the videos for them trying
Online
on shit.
influencers, yeah.
Yeah, and then you could be like that, but for just the most fiendish, sex freak stuff sent to you for you to test
I
for
think
all your
most of the
loyal
stuff,
fans.
if it's meant for a male, sure.
You probably have to test the male ones too, like
What? I'm
like
hoping it's just. Oh, you mean like
the guy
the
version.
phallic ones?
Yeah, the phallic ones, the ones meant
I
for
don't
women.
want to test those.
Like, what if they paid you money for it?
How
You're
much
sponsored.
money?
Enough for you to test these, to throw away your
What?
dignity.
For my dignity? Oh
Yeah.
god. Damn. This would have to be more than my salary.
So like $10.
Oh, per day? Per use? No,
Per
I
year,
can't do that.
man.
Oh, Jesus.
Buy
If
yourself.
it's free, I'll take it, but I'm not gonna use it.
You would take it if it's free.
I'll
would
take
turn
it
it
and
down.
sell it or give it away.
You
I
think
don't
you
know,
could turn over?
It's free stuff.
Think you could turn over something like that?
What do you mean, like
Just
if I could sell it?
yeah.
Well, if I can't sell it, I'll just give it away or like, you know, throw it to someone. Throw it at a random person on the street, see how they react, and then I get arrested. It's not well thought out, but I mean, it's free stuff, and it's just my way of thinking is not to pass up on free stuff.
Oh, okay. So you would take it, no problem, as long as it's free. Anything at all. Like
I
a vial
guess
of
there
like the AIDS
are.
virus. Would you want to get that if
Is
they was
it
given to you for free?
securely contained and stuff?
Yeah, well, as secure as like an empty pop bottle can be.
Oh no.
It's for free though.
I mean, if it's a nice like one of those biological vials, like with like this super secure.
No, it's like a,
thing
it's
you
like
can see
a,
in
it's like a,
Jurassic Park or
it's like
something.
it's like a 700 ml Pepsi bottle.
Nah,
No,
no.
but it's for free.
Yeah, but I mean there are limits.
That's the limit then.
I could sell the can for 5 cents.
But you'd have to empty the AIDS out. How are you
No,
sure?
you just give the can to the whatever.
No, it was filled with AIDS.
Is AIDS a liquid?
Well, it would be liquefied AIDS, I'm guessing, in this scenario.
Can you catch it like that?
I have no idea.
Oh.
It will just be blood with AIDS
Oh, so
that's
it's just
infected by
blood.
AIDS.
Okay.
That's your liquid AIDS right
Okay,
there.
so well, at least I can't catch it just by having a can, unless I have a cut and I spill it on myself or something.
Oh god, this the worst luck that you had the whole day.
I mean, it'd be very curious on why there's this can of AIDS blood somewhere, and so like someone gave it to me for free.
Oh god, that would count as a biological weapon, wouldn't you think?
Oh, that would be definitely illegal.
So you wouldn't get that for free. You wouldn't accept that for free.
Can I get any money for ratting on the guy that gave it to me?
No.
Do they even have bounty hunter like jobs anymore?
Yeah, they do.
But for just a random person, like there's no wanted poster for this guy. It's just he just does it.
No, the cops would go after him.
Yeah, but if I gave them the information, would they give me any money?
No, unless you become like a paid informant.
Yeah, but that would suck too.
You know, when the Americans were having their shutdown, the FBI was having trouble paying
Isn't-
their informants because there was no money for that.
Isn't the shutdown still going on?
No, they had a
Yeah.
temporary relief
Oh, okay.
for 3 weeks or something like that.
Ah, but it's now the longest running
Yeah,
government shutdown for U.S. at least.
yeah, it was like more than 30 days.
Yeah.
Before then, it was like the longest was like 21 days under
Yeah.
Clinton. But yeah, 31 days he broke the record.
Oh, that's how Trump's gonna sell it, you know?
He's
I
got
broke
the-
another record.
Yeah, he's got the best record for shutdown, so he's knocking it out of the park.
That's great. It's great. Good for him, you know? He needs more attention like this.
Okay, but how many? Okay, let's going back to the informants that didn't get paid.
Right.
Would that be okay? Would that be a viable career option for you? Paid informant? No.
Can't do it.
Why?
Because I'm not even good with talking to people in general. And I don't like the people you'd have to get info from.
But it would be like what you were saying before, you know, like if you ratted out the guy that gave you the whole bottle of AIDS.
Yeah, but that's just like
money
given to you.
Yeah, he gave you the bottle of AIDS, and then you ratted him out for money. You are literally that would be a paid informant at that point.
But that's just because I got nothing else to gain from this can of AIDS.
Well, fucking, they got nothing else to gain either.
Are they giving me like free guns?
Yo,
or
have
free
you
drugs?
ever seen The Wire before?
No.
You just basically you could just get like some crack addict to basically be an informant. You pay him, and then he buys crack. Like you give him the money. It's basically his crack is subsidized by the law enforcement.
I'm sure they don't let him keep the crack.
I'm pretty sure they don't. They do let him keep it.
I don't know.
Yeah, cool. Like the police officers have to make buys, right? The undercover ones, right? They can't use it.
You know, we'll see how bad my life gets if I somehow, become in a desperate situation where I need a ton of cash or got no other job opportunities.
So like right now in your current life,
I have sufficient amount of money just to get.
You're like $1 away from doing that.
Yeah. Boy, I shouldn't have driven here.
So in your future career as a paid informant, a paid crack addict informant.
Yeah, but I don't do crack. Well, I got nothing to gain from getting crack.
Well, okay, what are you gonna be, like paid weed informant? That's the loser job.
Because that's not even.
It's legalized now.
So do it for nothing. Let's see. Okay, what would I want? Arms of any sort would be kind of cool, but I don't really have a use for.
What do you mean arms?
Like guns.
Oh, okay. I'm like extra arms.
Yeah.
You'd be stigmatized in society.
I mean, if I could attach an extra arm to myself.
Yeah, you think it's worth the trouble? You'd have to get brand new shirts and everything.
It'd be so hard to just. I don't think you can move it. Is there a way you could?
No, it would. With our current technology, it'd be a floppy piece of meat on.
Yeah, it would suck.
On your sides that you'd have to.
It'd rot and then.
You'd have to go for treatment for your entire life.
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So no, not literal arms.
But you look so cool on Halloween.
Only if I got two, so I could be like what's Mortal Kombat
Goro.
Yeah.
Or King Goro. One of those guys.
Yeah, but with 4 arms.
Well, the surgery worked well for him, right?
Did he have surgery or?
No, I think he was born like that.
Yeah.
But it worked out well for him. He got a lot of opportunities opened up for him with 4 arms.
Who did he died in the movie, right?
Yeah, Goro died. Yeah.
In against whatever Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Nick, but that's not the right Cage.
Nick Cage. You know what? Which Nick Cage character would you have wanted to see in, like, if it was a Mortal Kombat fight scene?
I'm having trouble thinking what he's been in.
The Gone in 60 Seconds Nick Cage.
What has he done that's a badass role?
Lord of War. Is that the movie? Lord of War. I would.
He was an arms dealer. Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
I don't know if he was really
An
that
arms
badass.
dealer fighting a monster of 4 arms.
I guess he does have a gun. I don't know if that's proven useful. Well, it must be useful, right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, I would
it's a
prefer
safe choice.
I would prefer Nick Cage over Johnny Cage any day. He should have played Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
If we ever do a reboot, we're gonna cast Nick Cage as Johnny Cage, and Liu Kang.
Has he done anything recently? And he plays both. Just have him play all roles.
Okay. Then get Tom Hardy to play Sub-Zero, and he would just use the same voice he did for Bane.
Same mask and everything.
Or they could. Okay. I would want Bane in every movie. But okay, what the fuck were we talking about? Going back to arms. Should we go to extra arms, or you want to go for weapons?
I would go for the weapons. That's what I meant by arms initially.
All right, let's talk about the actual weapons.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I don't know because that's probably the best thing that's illegal that I would take for free.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's drugs and what else is there?
I don't know, but either way, they catch you with like unregistered firearms. You're just as fucked.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't do drugs, so.
But
A
you
gun
like to
I
do
can.
shooting.
I have shot guns before,
It is
and
fun.
it's fun.
It is fun.
Not that I can use these, but at least if someone breaks into my place, I got something.
You'd go to jail in where we live, though.
I'm just saying that I could use it to threaten the person, not necessarily shoot them unless I have just cause.
You'd do no
But
such
at least
thing.
it's.
You would just play around with it while naked at home,
I'm
making
not
poses.
saying I wouldn't do that, but I have that as a backup in case something does go down.
Okay, all right.
Or what if some crazy crap goes down and like war were to break out all of a sudden and people go crazy, or something of that nature where people go crazy.
One of them comes
Like
up to you, hey,
zombies or
give me your
something.
gun. Okay. Here you go. You
Why
want-
would that be? I'm not that stupid.
Because the guys with guns come here with more guns than you, and they're like, hey, give me your gun.
I could at least go down shooting.
Hey,
So
you're
like that's the thing. Like if I were to give him my gun, then I got no leeway
you,
whatsoever.
you make the decision. You're like your hands are completely sweaty as well. You know what? I'm gonna go down guns blazing. You reach for your gun, it slips because of all your sweat.
That's just as bad as giving up my
Stumble
gun.
a little, fall right on your holster. It discharges right into your nuts.
Well, then I hope they have the decency to just kill me after that.
Can you help me?
Kill me.
No.
Like, fuck. No, that's not how it would go down at all.
This
But
would be
no, those situations where it's like toss over your gun or whatever,
Yeah.
and given that's not like a hostage situation where you
Yeah.
have something to actually gain, if they just tell me to give them my gun, if I give it to them, then I lose all power in that situation.
Wow, you spoken like a true man that wants to have open court on the street.
Yeah, that's right.
Find
Rather-
yourself in that position. Oh, this is why they don't go out guns blazing. I'm scared.
Well, let's hope that nothing like that goes down then.
Did you fuck, who's that fat guy that was I know you know the name and you know who the guy is. I just can't remember the name right now.
So
Just
should I
talking about
name all
gun running.
fat
Just
guys?
yeah, the fat guy, the fat
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yes. Yes. See, I told you. He had that movie where he was a gun runner. It was a true life story.
War Dogs was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
With some other kind of douchey looking guy.
He
know, but-
was the guy that played in that movie where he was a jazz
Oh,
player.
Whiplash.
Is it him?
I don't know.
Was that him or is
I
this
don't
some?
exactly remember the guy in War Dogs, but
I just remember Jonah Hill and then some faceless co-star of his.
yes.
But that was a gun running movie. You could possibly that could be your ticket in. Just do what they did. Be Jewish. And
I thought I was just gonna rat on the people giving me a gun.
oh shit, yeah, that's how you're gonna make your start first. You gotta have some startup capital before you can get right into it.
I'll
That'll be
sell
it.
that one gun I get for free, use it to buy more guns, and then just.
Well, you wouldn't be able to get a gun for free yet. You would just have to be like snitching for money or selling AIDS bottles, Pepsi bottles full of AIDS for money.
Who would actually buy that?
Some people.
Actually, some people
Some
probably
person out
would.
there will buy it, and
They
you'd be on.
probably would.
You would be on some kind of terrorist watch list if you sell a bottle of
Yeah,
AIDS
it's
over Amazon.
Biohazard material. Wait, why would it be on Amazon? Did you say Amazon?
Yeah. What would you sell it at?
I wouldn't. I don't think Amazon would work. It has to be like a. You'd have to make a listing and stuff. I think eBay is even an easier choice.
Okay, you sell it on
Amazon's
eBay then.
too different.
Okay.
No, I think Kijiji would be easiest if you're doing it online.
Oh yeah,
There's like no restrictions on whatever you put on.
that's true. You
that I'm
put it
aware
on
of.
for free as well.
Yeah, or just put best offer or whatever.
You ever think the cops, they have like some local cop monitoring, just the local, like e-commerce board? Like,
No.
could you just every day you're just looking on it? Oh, let's see if I can find something
I
illegal
don't think
today.
at least where we live, I don't think we have the manpower for that.
Just one guy in sitting
'Cause
in a dank room.
I think the what do they call it? The cyber, not cyber police. that's
Cyber
the-
working for the betterment of society.
I forgot what the term is for their.
We go
department.
online so you don't have to.
But anyways, the ones that do all the computer and online crap, I think their department here is just like very small.
You think? Or you think? Okay, maybe you're right. But all you need, you don't need that much people.
No, you don't. But it kind of sucks for that job too, because isn't it true? Maybe I don't know if you know this, but I, it's just something I heard before. It's like if they find a guy with like a hard drive full of child pornography or something,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
have to go through
they have
all
to
of
go
it or
through it.
something.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty messed up.
yeah. It would
Like their
be.
job is just anything on hard drive or whatever. They have to go through all of it. So that'd be tough.
But that I don't think their job is only that. That's probably like once in a while, but most of the time it'll be for other. I think it'll be for other. What would be like a more common, everyday thing that they would have to see?
I think it'd just be more along the lines of if they do get an arrest or something, and there is evidence on a computer, they'd be the ones to go through
Yeah.
it. So going through chat logs and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
if
probably.
if they have to, yeah, if they have to bring in the computer, the hard drive for evidence, but just every day from Monday to Friday, you don't think that they'd just be trolling? No, well, they'll just be like going around like the fucking
Like
message boards
set up stings like
Yeah.
they do on what's that Chris Hansen show?
to catch a predator.
Yeah.
Yo-
I don't think they do that.
Yo,
either.
do you know he got like I think he's in trouble. He got arrested.
I don't know if that would be their day to day. If they had extra time, maybe. But I think more of their time would be going through like texts or emails or something like
Something like
that
that,
from
just
people.
snooping every day.
Well, not quite snooping, but for evidence. Like if they did get an arrest or needed evidence, then they probably go through all that.
Sounds about it. Like, okay, let's talk about Chris Hansen now. He got arrested. I
Really?
think he got arrested.
Like just recently?
Yeah.
For.
If I said
Is it for what he's getting people?
no, that would have been the master
Oh,
irony.
yeah, no
right?
kidding. That'd be
Please,
so
Mr.
great.
Hansen, take a seat.
He's
He's like, oh
sitting
no,
with him.
oh no.
I know how this goes. I'm not gonna sit. Thank you.
You think you can get me like that?
Oh, I'm not Chris. I'm Chris's brother.
Briss. No, he got arrested for like bouncing checks or some shit like that. Apparently he's
What?
super in debt. Yeah.
Is he not like making a ton of money? from it?
Apparently not. Like,
But I thought all people in memes were super rich.
oh, if only, right? Like you would wish you would want to live in a fantasy where all the memes that you see, the people they go on to live fruitful,
If you made
happy
like
lives.
just a cent for every time your meme was used, oh man, they'd be loaded.
Yeah, no, you know what he actually did? He actually, a couple of years back, I think he also started a GoFundMe page to bring back like, the show of To Catch a Predator, and then people donated stuff, and he promised like for the bigger contributors he would give them swag, like merchandise that he would give for them, right? And apparently they did the whole interview of these people that basically he got scammed because they would donate money to his GoFundMe page and they would never receive their merchandise. And then when Chris Hansen got arrested for bouncing checks and whatever and doing all this shit because he was in debt, they went to interview these people that donated money and they're like, you know what? I'm not surprised.
That's. Do they have any not quite laws or any, but like just protection against something like that? Because a lot of GoFundMe type stuff don't come to fruition. So
I don't know. I
what
assume
happens to
so.
people that actually donate
I
stuff?
assume so. I assume so. You get caught on some kind of fraud charge.
That doesn't seem like something that comes up very often. At least like in the news or whatever.
Maybe because I don't know. Maybe it's so much. It's like a car accident every day.
Man,
Someone gets defrauded on the internet every day. It's probably way too common. Nobody cares
that's
about
true,
that.
but this is like big time and seems legitimate too. If someone's just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm making this product, but I just need money for material costs, and once we get enough, we'll make it," and then they never make it. So
You know what? I would have paid. Just going back, I would have paid money to see Chris Hansen get Chris Hansen.
that'd be great. But who would you get to play Chris Hansen's role?
Oh fuck! Who would you get? The guy from The Price is Right.
The old guy?
Yeah.
Bob Barker?
No. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
If
I
he's
don't
still
know
alive,
if
maybe
he
get him.
is. Oh, he'd be super old.
Alex Trebek.
That's Jeopardy.
Yeah. No. I
Oh, wait, did
I
you
made
say-
it. I made a whole pivot away from Price is Right.
Okay.
I would get Alex Trebek to get Chris
Otherwise
Hansen
it'd
in
be
that
Drew
chair.
Carey that's doing Prices
and then he would phrase his ways all in questions like, fuck, how would you say it? It's like,
Alex Trebek.
yeah, Alex Trebek. He would phrase it in Jeopardy phrases when like
It's the
Chris
answer that you give, and
Yeah.
then they have to answer the question.
Yeah. who just got caught soliciting themselves to a 14-year-old boy. Burp burp.
He
Chris.
still had it backwards, but okay.
Oh yeah, shit.
The answer would be like Chris Hansen, and it's like, then he would have to answer
Yeah.
who is whatever.
Yeah, shit. Sorry, I
That
haven't
would be
seen Jeopardy
impossible to
forever.
pull off in a actual conversation.
Yeah. Well, he would be like, well, I don't even know. How many years do you expect to be in prison or something like that? 16, Alex. I'm sorry, the answer was forever. Double
I don't see
Jeopardy.
this working out very well.
Okay, fuck it. No Alex Trebek. Who else would you think would be good? You got to bring someone big to Chris Hansen.
Of course.
To catch a Chris Hansen, you need someone.
There's no one else that really is famous for something like that.
Forget like that. Just think of a TV host. Well, the guy from Family Feud. What's his name? Steve Harvey or something shit like
I
that.
hate that guy. A lot of people actually hate that guy. No, he's like super religious and crap.
Oh, is he?
And yeah, he's like saying, "Oh, I wouldn't even want to associate myself with people that aren't like don't believe in God or something."
What is he? What specific religion is he?
I think he's just like Christian or something.
Oh,
But
it'd have been more interesting if he was like fucking Hindu.
Scientologist or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
No, but yeah, there's some videos and stuff of like just how bad of a person he actually is.
Oh,
and
yeah?
Stuff. I don't know. You should look it up sometime. But yeah, he's a pretty piece of he's a piece of crap. But
All right, so that guy's out.
um.
Oh, there's another celebrity that is actually an asshole in real life. One of my friends met him, and when he was working in like one of the hotels in downtown. But we'll go back to that later. What other hosts can you think of?
Let's see. I don't think Pat Sajak would be good. The guy from
Wheel of Fortune, yeah. What
Wayne
about Vanna
Brady
White?
had a show.
He did improv the whole thing.
Well, Wayne Brady is like some singing game show thing.
Oh, is he on it?
Yeah.
Fuck, I was still thinking of just whose line is it anyway?
Yeah,
Wayne
I don't know
Brady.
if he might still do that too, but I remember seeing him on a host of this show. I don't know how big it was, but it's basically a song. Like the guy or the contestant would have to sing along with the song. They give him part of the lyrics, and then it's like fill in the blanks kind of thing, and they
Yeah.
just have to say or sing the rest of the lyrics, the missing lyrics.
Yeah, okay.
And that was the concept. I don't know if it's still a show or not, but I remember seeing it like years ago.
Fuck.
But
Yeah, it's hard to come up with a guy that would tell Chris Hansen to please have a seat.
you know, Craig Ferguson might be good. He does a game show now.
Please have. How would you do his accent? Please have a seat.
That's not even true. Okay, well, we just offended a lot of people.
A lot.
Well,
I'm
a
willing
lot
to
of
bet
our-
that 0 Scottish people are listening to this.
Damn, I want that audience.
All right, so yeah, Craig Ferguson. Oh, Conan O'Brien.
Can
Yeah.
you take? But he has to do like a serious tone.
He'd be
Would he-
serious, but he would inject a little comedy with it because he'd like nod his head and his hair will fly all over the place.
Okay, I am a fan of Conan.
Okay, so let's
I could see
late
him
night.
doing it.
Some late night hosts would be able to do this. Conan, Craig Ferguson, back
Even
to when he
though
had
he's-
his
yeah.
show. Yeah.
I love the show, but who's Jimmy Fallon?
I don't think
he
so.
could do
I
that.
don't think he has enough power to over.
He can't even keep a straight face during that.
Yeah.
He's just still laughing.
Yeah.
Who's the other hosts? Stephen Colbert still, or not still, but he's a late night host.
Yeah.
now. He might be able to do a decent job because he can do serious stuff when he wants.
He's only been doing serious stuff nowadays. Yeah, he could probably do it, but no,
It wouldn't be as entertaining.
I wouldn't want him as what show is he in right now? Is he Late Show or?
He took over the Late Show, or
No,
no.
He's
Sorry,
he's
that's,
Letterman
yeah.
show, Late Show, right?
Tonight Show's Jimmy Fallon.
The Late Show
should be a Late Show.
with David. Okay, yeah. Whatever. I don't want his Late Show version. I want his like fucking Stephen Colbert before. Well, Colbert Report version.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, I want him. I want that version of him
Yeah.
to tell Chris Hansen to please have a seat. Please have a seat, Chris.
That could be good for the mic, but or sound.
It's okay,
But,
man.
Yeah, I would watch that. we went on a weird tangent for Chris Hansen.
Yeah. Well, actually, I want to go because I mentioned before one of my friends actually met this other celebrity, and then it turned out he was a real dick. And then
There's someone I have in mind too.
who do you have in mind?
After a lot of comments and stuff, so it's not from anyone I actually know.
Oh, by the
It's
way,
like
no one can
tons.
sue us because please don't sue us.
Can they sue us for
I
this?
don't know. I'm just saying that.
This is just word of mouth.
Yeah, I'm pretending that our verbal disclaimer here just absolves us of all responsibility.
Oh, absolutely.
Of
They
all
can't
slander.
pin anything on us.
Good,
now.
good. All right, go ahead.
Michael Jordan.
He's an asshole. People said
Yeah.
he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What did he do?
Like just a lot of not talking to fans and stuff. Or if people approach him, he's like rude to them.
Really?
It's like I'm minding my own business. Doesn't want to be bothered.
Even
kind
if
of thing.
even for like kids that want his autograph.
I think there has been cases like that. Yeah.
He's just like fuck off, kid.
Yeah. No, I think
You
I'm
think?
pretty sure you could look this up and you'll probably just find a lot of stuff.
You think you can come up to me, MJ?
But yeah, which is kind of disheartening because a lot of kids grew up to like Space Jam and stuff. So they
Yeah.
approach him, but it's like they.
Yeah, why would he do that
They're
movie
big.
if he's such an asshole to all these people?
Well, he's like so famous, especially back then. He was like the guy.
Oh, and he's still an asshole now?
That's what I hear.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, yeah. No. My friend is not Michael Jordan that he was talking about. He was talking about the dog whisperer, Caesar Milan.
Oh,
Yeah. Apparently he's a huge dick.
is that show still a thing?
I don't know, but he would work night audit and some shit or something like that, right? And at the hotel, and he was apparently like a huge dick to everyone, especially people that like you have to serve you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a huge dick to them. He did say one celebrity in particular was like he couldn't believe how nice this guy was, and it was Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson apparently is really nice.
Oh, I can see that. He's got like a PhD or something, doesn't he?
Does he? In what?
He's actually got something. He's actually a smart dude, I think.
Smart enough that he took his own ribs out to suck his dick. Is that?
That rumor has been a thing. Like I heard of that when I was a kid.
When I was a kid too. Yeah.
Everyone seems to have heard of that, but apparently it's not true.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know how it started, and everyone has heard of it, but yeah, apparently it's not.
I don't know if even if you have to take out your ribs to do that, if you had to fillet yourself.
Some people could do it.
Yeah. I've seen the pornography of it.
Jesus Christ, what the hell do you look up?
Oh no! It's not like that was the main event. No, it was like
Why is that even an event?
no, it was like okay. I don't remember what scene it was, but I remember what movie it was. But the scene specifically I remember was like this middle-aged guy and this really young hot girl, and then the scene was basically like she's trying to please him to get him off, right? And then he was like, oh no, that's not how you do it. And then she's like, oh yeah, like that's all I know how to do. How would you do it then? I'll show you. And then he just bends over and sucks his own dick.
Oh, fuck. What the hell are you That's so messed up.
Oh my god. And I thought like, holy shit, that guy is talented. Oh man.
I don't know, man.
He did it on camera. Like
No, I don't. I'm not doubting that happened, but I don't
I
know
didn't
if
know-
I count that as a talent.
that would be a talent.
Oh.
I'm not saying that would be like a useful talent or something that I would wish. But in his line of work, goddamn, that has to be a useful talent.
Oh my
Like
God,
before I saw that, I thought it would be impossible. I thought, Marilyn Manson, the rumors about him taking his bottom rib, the bottom ribs out just to do that. I was like thinking, oh, it's impossible unless you do something like that physically removes those things. The ribs that keep you from bending over that much. Nope, saw it in one scene. I wish I can go find that scene again.
Oh God. For just your curiosity.
Yes.
Or cause
Yeah, I wanna find like the whole movie, cause that I feel like should be.
Thing I'm trying to hint at is you're not trying to find it because you found it hot, right?
No,
Okay.
the girl in it was hot, but no, I want to find it just to keep like a classic. I feel like this would be a valid submission to like the UN like preservation of human culture and stuff like that. I think they should go in there. A UNESCO World Heritage um, movie, if that's a thing. What are you searching up?
I'm trying to find Marilyn
Oh, I
Manson's.
thought you were trying to find that porno scene.
No, no, dear God. Especially on my phone when there's just another dude sitting across from me.
Sounds like something you do.
No, it doesn't.
I wouldn't put it past you to
I
do
have
something.
never done anything like that before.
Yeah, whatever.
Except, I was looking at Reddit where most of my stuff is NSFW.
Yeah, ask them on Reddit. Ask them in which subreddit would be appropriate for this. Hey guys, can you guys find that video where the guy just blows himself?
There actually is a porn ID subreddit.
Yeah,
Where like people post pictures or like a GIF or something, or maybe even like a small clip from a video, and then other people just like say, "Oh, it's from this."
I'm too lazy to make an account. Can you ask for me?
No. No, I do not want to do that.
I thought we were friends, Jason. Why won't you do such a small thing?
You have other friends.
But not right now in this room.
You want to find out right now?
Oh.
I'm sure you can find it in your own. You have a laptop in front of you.
All right, man. I'll give it a shot after the recording.
I can't find any. Like, there's like unexpected facts about Marilyn Manson, but it's not what I'm looking for.
You try to see what PhD he got?
Yeah, like just school history in general.
I bet
maybe
you.
it's not PhD. Maybe it's like some other.
I bet you it's something crazy like molecular biology.
Because it might be something health related, but I don't know exactly.
Astrophysics.
Remind me some other time. We'll bring it up in another podcast. No, we won't.
We should just ask Hassan next time, straight off the bat. I bet he knows. This is.
Yeah. He of course will not listen to this, and he'll just know. I wonder if he'll be upset with what we were saying because he's the guy with the most knowledge of us in like late night.
Yeah, he is
like,
the
shows and movies and stuff. He's more of the guy that knows stuff. So
he's the guru of that.
Watch, we said something or multiple things wrong.
He's raging
and he
already.
Actually does listen to this. He'd be like,
he's raging already.
Why the hell are these guys my friends?
He has the he's having the same reaction as Hitler in Downfall, just screaming at the top of his lungs.
And now they're gonna use that as a meme.
At Himmler. That already is a meme.
No, I mean, but a Hassan version.
Yeah, if people knew who he was. Yeah.
Well, we are famous. No. Okay, let me look up the Marilyn Manson ribs thing.
All right.
That might be easier to find.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well search for that video where the guy blows himself.
I really don't want to. I never even heard of some of these sites that.
Guyblowshimself.com.
More like
Self-fillate GIF.
Lad Bible might be something.
Lad Bible is cited in many peer-reviewed scientific papers.
Of course, they got all the. Jess Hardiman wrote this. Marilyn Manson addresses rumor that he has had a rib removed for ... Well, this is a somewhat long article.
Shit, what does it say? Cut to the chase. Too long, didn't read.
That's why I'm trying to go to the bottom. I got. Well. Wait, they talk about a puppies thing? Okay, the last sentence in this article is, and of course, the whole puppies thing is just a joke. Well, we hope.
What? What was the puppies thing?
I don't know. I didn't read the rest of this article.
What do you do?
I don't know. You want me to read this article on this?
No, it's okay. I expected you to already have these
there
answers.
was a quote right before, or in the paragraph before that. It says, I don't know who this is quoting. It might be Marilyn Manson. It might be someone else. It says, plus, who really has time to be killing puppies when you can be sucking your own dick? I think I'm going to call the surgeon in the morning. Oh, maybe that's Marilyn Manson. Maybe that's what he said. And then that's where the rumor started. That he removed.
Kills puppies and he sucks his own dick.
Who really has the time to be killing puppies when you can be sucking your own dick?
So for the guy that wrote this article, sucking your own dick is better. It's higher priority than killing puppies.
Well, this is a Marilyn Manson quote.
Oh wait, shit. Sorry. So for Marilyn,
that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say who said it, but I'm pretty sure they're just saying this is the quote where the rumor started that he had his rib removed. was because Marilyn Manson said that he would
Oh,
rather be sucking his own dick than killing puppies.
and now that
And
has
the
become,
whole, I think I'm going to call the surgeon in the morning.
that has become like a generational thing now. Yeah, I remember as a kid I heard that as well.
Yeah, this has been a generational thing because I'm pretty sure like the generation before us knows about it too.
I don't know. You should go ask a kid, some random kid on the street, hey, do you know who Marilyn Manson is?
Well, I meant before.
And
Did I
oh,
say
okay, I see.
before, right? Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess if you do it this way, you'd have to you get Chris Hansen, then, wouldn't you?
You know what? Get Marilyn Manson to confront Chris Hansen.
As
They could ask each other questions.
as he walks into the room, Marilyn Manson's already like filleting himself, and he comes back up. Chris, why don't you take a seat here?
Oh my god. I don't want to delve too deep into Marilyn Manson's history here.
It's okay. I don't want to either.
I don't even. Okay, screw it. Whatever.
It's okay. All right. Anything else to add?
Um, well, we had nothing planned before this. We had no topics in mind. The only thing I was gonna talk about is what we started out with, just saying while I was gone, and
Oh yeah,
trips to Japan.
let's talk about your trip actually.
There's not too much. I just did mostly touristy things, but it was just mostly excitement was for going to the Disneyland and Sea.
Yes.
Just because I haven't gone. I only went to Disneyland or Disney World when I was like 2 or 3 years old, I think.
I haven't gone ever.
And I have no memories of it whatsoever. I only have this souvenir, or back then I had the souvenir Donald Duck hat.
Yeah.
I had for when I was a kid, and that's like the only proof other than I guess there are some pictures I think, but I don't recall any. That's proof that I was there as a kid. So yeah, no memories of it. Went to it in Japan, and it was actually like super fun. I'm not normally a rides kind of person, like roller coasters and stuff, but I went on like pretty much all the rides I could.
What was your
and it
favorite ride?
actually really fun. I think it's gonna be one of the Indiana Jones ones, the roller coaster one for Temple of Doom.
Oh yeah.
I think was the one. Cause yeah, that's actually the other one was fun too. Cause the other one there was 2 indie rides. One was the Temple of Doom where it does a loop and everything, so that was kind of fun.
Do they have like a big boulder that follows you?
Yeah, the other ride was more of a story kind of thing.
Oh,
so
okay.
that has the boulder and Indy's like in different parts. You're like in a Jeep kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's on a track, but you follow through the story. So like Indy's holding back a door or something and saying stuff. There's a whole narrative to it, but it was all in Japanese, so I didn't know what the hell was going on.
私はインディアナ・ジョーンズ
I'm like, damn, I don't understand any of the narrative rides because there was other ones too that I was on, and I was like, this is fun, but I don't know what's going on when they're talking. So because there's like, since it was Halloween, there was the Nightmare Before Christmas ride, which is a lot of narrative, and I watch that movie like at least once a year, so I know the whole story, but they were stuff that wasn't in the movie in the ride, so I'm like, I don't know what this is.
It was in the Japanese version of the movie.
But yeah, it's still super fun. The crappiest thing I went on was there was a Lilo and Stitch thing. I guess this was to be more of a show. And I did look on my phone before. It did recommend one, which is like a music show, so you didn't need to know the language, that was recommended. I thought this one was it, but it was like one of those kids like audience interactive things, so it's like Stitch is on the screen.
Wow.
And it's actually, I think, a guy like behind the scene or whatever talking as Stitch, and he's like, oh, what's your name, or and stuff like that, or like Shadow whatever, but it was all in Japanese, so I'm just like not knowing what the hell is going on. And then they're like asking people questions and stuff like that, and I'm like, what? Okay. Is it weird if I just walk out?
Would it be bad if they asked you?
Yes. Because then I'd be like, I have English, but then they'd be like, so why are you here? And I'd be like, what?
We had something similar happen to us in Korea, me and my wife, back then, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it's like this, it's a very common ride in Korea. A lot of places would have this, but it's like, it's like a spinning platform, and there's like seats on the side. It's like a circle or a hexagon or something, and the seats are all lined up on the side, right? Oh, like lining the edge of the circle, and you all sit facing towards each other, and this thing spins, it tilts, and it does whatever.
Yeah.
And basically, the guy operating it, he also like does jokes and stuff and tries to make a show out of it, right?
Okay.
So then the spotlight would also shine on people, and then he'd like ask you questions and tease you, and then if you're, and make you look like a fool because you try to answer or something, and then he'd like tilt the wheel, and then you'd like fly out of your chair or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had the thing in mind where it's like the ride where you're usually standing at the
Yeah.
edge and it just spins really fast. And
No,
it's just
no, that would be
full-
crazy. You would die. Like that would kill people if it was that fast. No, it's just like a slow spin, and then he'll stop, and then he'll make jokes, cracks, laughter, and shine a spotlight at one spot of people. Like usually he'll likes to bug. They'll like bug couples, so they'll
Right.
shine a light on a couple. What do they think is a couple? And ask them questions, embarrassing questions. Girl laughs or the guy laughs, and then he'll like buck the whole thing, the platform, and then either the girl will like fall into her neighbor's lap or something, and he'll make fun of the guy or something, or
Right,
or
right.
he'll just like fuck around with them,
And
right?
did they put the spotlight on you?
Oh yeah, oh it was great. They shone it on me and my wife, and then asked us questions, and we're like, huh? And then yeah, right away he's like, oh yeah, fuck it, they speak English, and they just switched to another couple as fast as they could. Didn't even go to us ever. Didn't even come back to us ever again.
Genius.
I'm like, well, I don't understand, man. Oh, okay, just skipped right over us. We were not the the participants that guy was looking for.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest downside of going to a theme park like thing.
In a foreign country.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine if you go to like a comedy show, and then you're like sitting in the front row, and you don't understand what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad like a lot of the shows I did go to were, music shows or
Yeah.
something where you don't really need to know what's going on. You just enjoy their little song and dance
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Exactly.
They did have a big band, like it was kind of like swing music and stuff like that, but that was actually all in English because I guess it's just following the actual music and stuff they're
So
doing.
you could sing along to that.
Well, I don't really know the songs,
could've.
but I appreciated the English for once. It was a nice change of pace. Because since I did go alone,
Yeah.
I got no one to talk to
Yeah.
except for the random people that I might meet or whatever, or
Yeah.
random Japanese person I happen to talk to knows English pretty well. But it's like the first day I actually got there, I saw a couple, like a white couple there, and
Yeah.
the dude was wearing a Canada sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, hey, where are you from? And he was actually from the same city as us.
Fuck's sake.
So I'm
You
like,
went all the
wow.
way to Japan just to meet some guy from the fucking same place you came from.
Yeah, and what are the chances of that?
Terrible.
But another time I went to this place, a restaurant, and they're known for their super fluffy pancakes and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there was a couple guys that came in that were also white, sat next to me because it was like at a bar seat,
Uh-huh.
and they were just like a gay couple from Philly.
Uh-huh.
So that was interesting.
You get in on that?
Nope. Not at all.
Hey guys, you wanna fuck later tonight?
Like, Jesus. Not that desperate.
There's like, they look at each other, look back at you.
There's
Yeah, we
women
could
there.
slot you in somewhere.
There's a lot of women in Japan.
But how was it? This is the first time you traveled alone, right?
Yep.
So let's.
So that's the thing I wanted to do. Like, it's kind of like, I guess you could consider like a bucket list kind of thing, just to travel somewhere in the world by myself.
A lot of people like that feeling, that they like the freedom that kind of that
the
gives them.
The freedom is probably one of the best things, because like whatever I want to do, if I want to sleep in or stay out later or something like that, I could do whatever. It's my own timetable.
Yeah.
And I didn't really schedule much. I was winging it most days.
Mm.
It's like, oh, wake up. It's like, what should I do today? I'm just like, oh, there's so much to do just in Tokyo alone. So it's like, oh, I'll just go to this area or that area.
So you spent a day at Disneyland. Where else did you go? What's another memorable place that you went?
Some of the more traditional stuff, like shrines and stuff like that.
So which shrine you go to? You go to that really big one?
Yeah, the Meiji Shrine.
Meiji Shrine.
Yeah, that was actually a lot, like the area itself, not just the shrine, but the whole park itself was actually a lot bigger than expected.
Yeah.
And it was nice that a lot of parts you walk through, there's like no one else there.
Oh, really?
And yeah, the weather was actually super nice the time I
Holy
went.
shit.
But the creepiest thing, like again, being alone in this park like that, and you don't really need a map or get a map.
Yeah.
There's just some randomly in the park that's like, if it gets dark soon.
Oh, I
then
would
don't
not
see-
want to be there in
But
this
then
dark.
the only thing that really freaked me out though is seeing on the trees and stuff, because there's a lot of them around. There's like huge ass spider webs, and you see in some of them like just fat ass spiders, like literally fat. And some of them had like colors on them, so I'm like, is this even? It must not be that
Poisonous.
bad, because there's so many people that go through these areas that they can't have poisonous or venomous spiders, right?
You walk
But
close to those
I
trees.
hate spiders so much, so I'm like, I'm gonna stay away from trees and any shrubbery as much as I can.
Well, that's really interesting. When I visited the Meiji Shrine, it was packed. It was full of people. I couldn't find any.
There was a lot of people just at the shrine area, but there was also a wedding that was going on when I was there.
Oh, okay, yeah, they have
So it was
those.
just starting. So I didn't even know what it was. It was just like crowds of people.
And you just
and
crashed.
I was
wedding.
trying to walk my way out of the shrine,
Yeah.
and they were, I guess, a few cops or security people that kind of taped off the area, so because they have to walk through, like for the wedding
Yeah.
party. But I was like basically cut off near the front, so I'm like, okay, I'm here, might as well see what's going on. And you see all the traditional like priest-like people dressed up, and you see the bride and groom and like all their families and stuff dressed up, and it's like, holy crap, there's like hordes of people gathering around that just like all looking at you.
Yeah, she
as
just
you walk
slid
away
right
to the
in there.
shrine. And it's like, man, that's crazy that they like have weddings just in a place like this without having any notice or anything. At least I didn't notice any signage that a wedding was going on or anything like that. And they don't close down any part of the park for them, so
No, I think they could have multiple ones on the same day. I know I saw that.
that probably costs a ton of money. Like, these must be rich people at least to actually do this.
I imagine so. I have no idea. Unless they do it for free, maybe that's like why they want to go to these places.
I don't know. It seems like such a
I think you do have to book
inconvenience.
ahead of time, but
like way ahead of time.
yeah, I wouldn't want to go there anyways because you have tourists just gawking at you the whole time.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's how I felt. I felt just kind of weird. Like, shouldn't this be more of a private function? kind of
Nah, they
thing?
care more about just being at the shrine than the tourists.
Yeah, I
looking
guess
at
it's a
'em.
pretty big deal for them because it's like one of the most well-known shrines and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Fuck yeah, like when you said that I wouldn't be there at nighttime. Yeah, it would creepy as hell at
Yeah,
nighttime.
because I think I was getting there. It was like starting to get to evening, so like sun setting kind of.
Oh,
and
you
stuff
went
like
in
that.
the evening. It's better to go in the
Well,
morning for
'cause
that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there was also a huge park next to it too, and I
Yeah.
went to that beforehand,
Yeah.
and I don't remember if that was. I don't know. It was a huge ass park, so it's like I tried to walk the whole thing, and it took a bit of time. And
I mean, like usually when you go to Meiji Shrine, don't you go through the park first, and then you hit the shrine? I think did you go backwards?
I went through I think it was next to a park, like a different park.
Okay.
Like it was actually sectioned differently,
Okay.
and then I went through that, then went to the shrine portion.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, I guess you went in the right way. I don't know if you can go in the wrong way if there's a wrong way of
I don't
going in.
think so. I don't know.
Wow, whatever.
It was kind of cool. I like seeing all the traditional stuff like that, and they're
They got a
Well,
bunch of
getting
random shit there.
well, like the souvenirs I brought back were like little, what are they called again? Charms.
Yeah, the charms.
And I just wish they had them labeled better. 'Cause, I'm just like getting them as a gift,
Yeah.
and then they do have, when you buy it, the labels of what they are supposed to represent.
Yeah.
But after I buy them and everything,
You don't
pack
know.
them up, I'm like,
You could be giving someone like.
yeah, I could translate what the letters or the characters are on the actual charm itself,
Yeah.
but it's usually only the shrine name.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, which one was for safety or luck or whatever?
You give me a congratulations on your pregnancy.
Oh boy. I didn't know. Or how did you know? Yeah.
At those places, you could there's a thing where you could play where it tells your fortune, and it's like it's in a big cylinder, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
whole bunch of wooden sticks.
yeah,
Shake it out, and it gives you a number, and then you go into the there should be like a small mailbox
yeah,
set up with all the numbers on there. You can read your
yeah,
fortune on that.
yeah.
Fuck, I
Definitely
got
those.
pissed off. I got terrible
I
fortune.
got a bad one.
Yeah, I got terrible one. It's basically just like you're gonna eat shit for the rest of the year, and I'm like, fuck you. I threw that away, got me another one, and I was like, hey,
What?
your fortune's better.
Well, if you get a bad one, you're supposed to like tie it to the thing, like
No,
the
fuck
rack,
that.
the rack or whatever.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I was just like, ah, fuck that. I got better fortune. Yeah, the euro's pretty good.
What if what if it was actually representative of something? Like you just kept getting that same number every time you shook the.
Oh, that
That
I
would
would
be
be
pretty
scary.
cool.
At that point, I'm like, fuck.
And it just keeps getting worse as it gets pissed off at you.
Yeah, but no, I would be stubborn. I would keep going. I'd be like, I don't believe that I can't get a good one in here,
Yeah.
and
The
I'd
one-
shake out all the freaking.
Because I didn't understand why some people are actually tying it to the rack.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you're. That's why I had to look it up when I was after I did it. I'm like, am I supposed to do that too or not?
Yeah.
Because the last time I went to Japan and did one of those, which was years ago, I just took it with me. I'm like, it was not a good thing. But it was both ones I've gotten were just decent. They're like okay, so it's like not bad enough that you would want to leave it there. But it's basically signifies like, oh, you have bad fortune. You just leave it at the shrine essentially.
Yeah.
You don't take it with you. Like the
Okay,
bad
so
luck.
if it's good fortune, then you take it with you, or
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It's
I
good
see.
fortune. You take it with you.
Okay, I see.
I'm like, I paid money for this. I'm not gonna just leave it.
Exactly. I took the second try fortune with me. It was pretty good. I
Yeah.
just trashed the first one.
The one I went to was actually near the Tokyo Tower.
Oh yeah.
So they actually have this. It's kind of weird. Next to the shrine, they have like a bunch of these statues of like kids essentially,
Yeah.
and they all have like these knitted toques on them, or I should say hats. Toques is apparently a Canadian thing. I think.
They don't say toque in every. What do they call it then?
I think they just call them hats or something.
Winter hat. What a bunch of fucking barbarians.
Right? Okay. Anyways, apparently it was just to signify or like represent all the children that have died or from like miscarriages and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So they have like rows of them though, so like you could walk through that, and it was actually really creepy, even though it was like midday and I was walking through that.
Jeez.
I'm like, man, it's just a bunch of these children statues with like knitted hats on and
Jeez.
stuff. I mean, it's nice that they have that to represent that. And, like,
I would
be
never want to
significant.
be like a security guard working the night shift at these
Oh,
places.
no, that's creepy as hell. I could not do that either.
Oh, fuck that, man.
It's cool that they have it because it's not something you really see it anywhere else, really.
No, yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, you got anything more to add? Wrap this up.
no, I don't really have anything of significance.
Hey,
Fun trip.
during your trip,
Yes.
best food you ate over there.
Oh God. I could go with
Top
typical
three.
answer.
Let's go top three.
Actually, okay. One that I had for the first time there was actually curry.
Yeah.
Like it's super common thing there. The Japanese curry. There was actually one that was actually really good that I went.
What was
a
it?
few times. It's a pretty big chain store. It's like Coco Curry House or something.
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's big chain, but it's like they give you tons of food, huge servings,
Yeah.
decent price, and actually tastes really good.
I think you could get that someplace in North America too. They have the I think it's franchised over here as well. I'm not 100% sure.
There's only one place I know of in this city, but I don't think it's a franchise or anything. It's a really small store.
Oh, okay.
But
Never mind.
I went there once, and it's good, but it's like more expensive.
Doesn't beat the
here,
original
not
thing.
huge portions, but yeah. So I guess that one pops up more because I've had ramen and sushi and stuff like that there before. It is really good without a doubt, but I'm just saying this curry place because that's something new that I had there.
The curry. All right. The Coco Curry House.
Yeah,
That is
shout
your
out to
favorite.
them. If you wanna,
Sponsor us. Give us free
Yes,
curry or
please.
money for the rest of our lives.
yes, please.
All right.
My life will not be that long, so it's not that big of an investment.
Yes. Give us all the money.
Please.
Please. Thank you. All right. Let's wrap it up for this episode.
I don't know what the hell we just talked about throughout this. I don't know how long this was either.
This is.
But thanks for listening.
All right.
And the nice welcome back.
Yes,
I
welcome
guess.
back, Jason. I'm sorry the gay porn career didn't work out in Japan, but you know, we're all rooting for you, and maybe one day you can get in that scat scene that you know always wanted to be in.
That would be the shit. I
And
see that
on
against
that
the
note, bye.